Hi everybody and welcome back to another episode of Discard Dead, where we like to open boxes and boosters of dead and out of print card games. And today we'll be going through a box of the Austin Powers collectible card game. So I know this isn't a sealed box. The guy that I usually get stuff through, his business closed down, so I was hoping to get some sealed boxes for him, but I was too late. I did manage to get a nearly full box. I got a box that was just shy of 2 packs, and so I managed to source another 2 single packs, but I managed to get it cheap, so that was right for me. So released by Decipher in December of 1999. This is a pretty fast-paced card game where we pit the good and the evil side of the shagadelic world of Austin Powers. Yeah, baby. So each box has 30 packs, and each pack has 11 cards. So let's just jump right into it. So this is one thing that I actually noticed. A lot of packs have got this, I'm not sure if you can see it, a lot of packs have this little bit of production error where a number of the packs aren't actually sealed completely. I've checked them out, and they don't seem to have been like repacks or whatever. It just seems like it's too clean to be a repack, to be a reseal job. So I'm trusting that they're sealed packs. Okay, so let's get into it. So each pack has got 11 cards. I'm led to believe that there is 1 rare card, 7 commons, and 3 uncommons. The set itself contains 140 cards, 10 of which can only be found in starter decks. Let's have a look. So we've got evil and good cards. Let's see, we've got... okay, so these are our three uncommons. The first 3 cards are uncommons. You can tell that there's an uncommon card by the flower in the bottom here, the number of petals. So an uncommon card has 4 petals. A rare card has got 5 petals. Oops, there we go, 5 petals. And a common card has only got 3. Oops. So there's a number of different cards in the game. There are agents. Butterfingers today. So we have Basil Expedition. He is an agent. Each agent has got either a... let's see if we can find another one. No, it will come up later. So agents can either have pistols, or they can have a pair of lips, which will make them either assassins or shaggers. Yeah. We have got... what's this? So this is a happening card. Happenings are... let's see. It's sort of like a free-for-all, but when you play a happening, you make an action depending on what kind of card it is. If it's an evil card, if it's an evil card, then it'll have a picture of Dr. Evil here, pulling his trademark Dr. Evil Pinky Smoke. Each person can follow your lead and perform the action after you. The last person who does so becomes the target of the card. We have Frickin' Bones, and these are necessary for when an agent either chooses to shag or assassinate a target. So agents will have these vibes. They'll have a groovy vibe. They'll have another one which will be the blue. This will be a shagadelic. A green icon will be randy, and purple ones will be creepy, which you can see here actually. So for a frickin' bone to be played, the agent that is making the attempt must have these vibes for it to be a legal play, I guess. Let's see. So we do have another one. So Busby Queensman is another agent. He's got randy and creepy vibes. And we also have, what are these called? These ones are swingers. So these ones have 2 different options. You can either take the first option, which has no requirement, or you can use the second option, which does have a vibe requirement. So the agent, you must be able to have an agent that can meet these requirements to play. And we have homing device. This is going to be our rare. I'm going to organize these into rarities, so just give me a sec. So the starter deck itself comes with 2 decks actually inside, a 30 card good deck and a 30 card evil deck. What's that? Divine Shagette is an agent. We've got Slugfest, that's a swinger. And we've got Felicity's Corvette. We've got Mini-Me as our rare. Balancing Act, Chastity, another frickin' bone. Bottoms Up, another bone, and Joe as an agent. Menage a Trois, Slugfest, Yellow Submarine. We've got Ivana Humpalot as a rare. How Does That Feel, Baby? We've got Disciplinary Action. I'm probably just not going to call out the titles for the frickin' bones. Johnson is our agent, and a couple more bones. So during the turn, you can play up to 2 cards. Sorry, you can do up to 2 things. You can play an agent. You can play a swinger card. You can play a happening card, so one of these, or you can make an attempt at an assassination or a shag. That's where the frickin' bones comes in. So when you want to either make an assassination or a shag attempt, you select one of your agents, you select a target, and then each player will have an opportunity to play frickin' bones. The last person to actually play a frickin' bone on their agent wins the matchup, and the agent who lost becomes part of the victor's score pile. You need 100 points to win. So agents or frickin' bones. Actually, yeah, agents or frickin' bones will have mojo or $1 billion points, and they just go towards your score pile. We've got Austin Powers, a bikini clad bombshell. Balancing Act, Bottoms Up, Joe, Chastity, Bones. Spin Doctor, Bones, Time Machine, number 2, Austin Powers, Kama Sutra, sweet, Wang, Bones, Evil Egg, Jonas Cooper, Southern California, and Amanda Kissenhope. Let's see, Spin Doctor, English Colonel, Ivana Humpalot, Austin Powers, Astronauty, Disciplinary Action, Bones, Johnson, more Bones, and a Wanda McCluff, Pecker Watcher. Let's see, Remote Control, Frickin' Bone, a Divine Shagette, Felicity Shagwell, Astro Very Naughty, Frickin' Bone, Joe, Bones, and a Cryo Chamber. So one thing that you may or may not have noticed, might be going a bit too fast for it, is that each card has got a little colored dot here. So this is actually for deck building. So when you make a deck, you have 30 cards. Essentially all you do is you just choose 5 cards of each different color and you put them all together. There's orange, purple, red, green, blue, and yellow, and that's pretty much it. Which is kind of cool. I mean, I do like that element. It sort of, it gives you, it might seem restrictive, but I think it's actually quite freeing in terms of deck construction, because you don't really, you can just pick the best ones that you want for that color and just chuck them in your deck. And it's not the kind of game that oh, 2 Jerry Springers. Whoa. Talk show ringmaster and biting talk show host. So this is essentially the same card, just with a different name, different subtitle. Oh, except that one is a shagger and one is an assassin. Cool. Time Machine, Felicity Shagwell, Bones, Mini-Me's Goodbye card, Tellywise, Anita Boyd, Bones, and Willie Nelson. Cool. I'm just gonna move these over a little bit, the alignment for my camera's a bit off. Okay, that's better. So I've never personally played this. I didn't mind that. I didn't mind the Austin Powers movies. They're the kind of movies that you can watch and go, yeah, it's pretty funny, and then just, you know, not worry about it. It's one of those kind of things that you can just watch to sort of take up the time, I guess. I don't know. Disciplinary action. Put the girl back in swinger, baby. Zip it. I've seen, and like I said, I've never played this before. And I've always seen this floating around on eBay and other things, and I thought, oh, that's yeah, okay. It's a card game based on another movie. And I figured, well, why not? Why not? Honestly, Cryo Chamber. Mini's Goodbye card. Tellywise. Kind of going through and seeing a lot of the same cards over again. Flash in the Pad, Frau Farbissner, Swinger has landed, number 2, Frickin' Bone, Barry Ehrman, Bones, Rod, the Hot Salty Nuts Vendor, Bones, and Dr. Evil's Secret Volcano Lair. This is more really kind of like a game that's just suited for some quick and silly play. If you're a fan of the Austin Powers movies, yeah, go for it, absolutely. Jerry Springer, Bones, Robin Swallows, Cherry, Bridal Shower, Pit of Liquid Hot Magma, Rabbi Schlotsky, Bones. Austin's Magnifying Specs, Bone, Divine Shaggett, Rebecca Romaine, hasn't had the pleasure. Wanda McClough, Frickin' Bone, Double Shaggett Force Field, okay, Time Beetle, and more Bones. Yeah, so it looks like, so the majority of your deck is pretty much going to be Agents and Bones. Probably Bones more so, because they're really going to be important in your conflicts. Stroking the Bishops, thank you very much. Roadkill, no thank you. Evil Egg, Jonas Cooper, Southern California, Amanda Kissenhug, Bone, Time Beetle, and more Bones. I like the design. The design's pretty nice. The card stock is pretty good. It's sort of has that if you can hear that sort of slight stickiness. But that's probably just because my fingers are a bit sticky. Thank you very much, Havana Humpalot. Homing device to go right up that bastard's ass. Freaking Bone, Anita Boyd, Willie Nelson, Bones, 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 and Austin Powers Kama Sutra. If anybody has had the pleasure? If anybody has had the pleasure of playing this game, yeah, let me know. I'd love to hear about your experiences playing it. Does it really capture the energy and the feel of the Austin Powers movies? Rabbi Shlotsky, Bones, 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 down to the Randy Minks, and Bones. Oops. One thing I've actually noticed, and I'm sure you guys have as well, there's a very, 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 very small Felicity Shagwell right there. I'm assuming, well, the full name of this game is Austin Powers Collectible Card Game, The Spy Who Shagged Me. So it seems like this is actually an expansion symbol, which is kind of funny because it was the only set that was made. Willie Nelson, Bones, 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 Kama Sutra, Wang, and Bones. I don't know, I feel inclined to make a couple of decks of this. Could be fun. Maybe over drinks. Fat bastards, bringing shindig, bastard bagpipes. I think definitely over drinks, I think. Austin, from 10 minutes from now. Frickin' Bone, Crow Chamber, Mini-Me's Goodbye Card, Busby Queensman, Frickin' Bone, Tellywise, and Frickin' Bone. I'm gonna move this commons pile. Because it's getting big. Okay, Balcony Beauties, Belgian Dip, Jerry Springer, Felicity Shagwell, the Bikini Clad Bombshell, Wanda McCluff, Shagette Forcefield, Bridal Shower, Cherry the Shagette, Frickin' Bone, Pit of Liquid Hot Magma, and another Bone. Actually, these cards are kind of slippery. It's almost like new sleeves, slippery, like almost that kind of frictionless feel, if you know what I mean. Bone, Mr. Elvis Costello, Jerry Springer, Basil Exposition, Anita Boyd, Bones, Bones, Willie Nelson, the Highwayman, Bone, Bones, and Bones. Elvis Costello, Jerry Springer, Remote Control, Frau Farbissina, so rare, Time Beetle, Frickin' Bone, 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 Dr. Evil's Secret Book Annulaire, and Barry Ehrman. Spring and Shindig, Stroking the Bishops, thank you very much, Mustafa, the Triquestophobic Assassin, Wanda McCluff, Shagget Forcefield, Bridal Shower, Cherry, Bones, Pit of Liquid Hot Magma, and Bones. I feel like I've seen that exact lineup of cards a couple of times. Oh man. I'm just clumsy today. Okay, Mr. English Colonel, Death Star, Balcony Beauties, Austin Powers all shagged out, Evil Egg, Amanda Kissenhug, Wang, Jonas Cooper, Frickin' Bone, and Southern California. Okay, thank you very much. Humpalot, Magnifying Glasses, The President, Frickin' Bones, Disciplinary Action, Bones, Johnson, and more Bones. Mrs. Ruth. So this is something, if you're familiar with, I think it was The Spy Who Shagged Me, there's a section close to the end of the movie where there is a rocket that looks like a particular part of the male anatomy. And so they go through this whole section of some character making a remark or seeing it, and then it looks like a giant something or other, which then goes into more of the sequence of more people's names being having connotations towards that sort of thing. Also known as a Tallywhacker, Schlong, or keeps on going like that. Half Nelson, Spring and Shindig, Dr. Evil in quasi-futuristic clothes, Joe, Bazooka Marksman, Chastity, Bones, 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 Busby, and more Bones. Let's see. Bones, Robin Swallows, maiden name Spitz, Basil Exposition, Austin Powers, a fashion photographer, Barry Ehrman, Rod, Bones, 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 Disciplinary Action, and Johnson again. Last 2 packs. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. I'm gonna quickly go into some of these cards in a moment. So stick around. Jerry Springer, Time Machine, Balcony Beauties, Felicity Shagwell in quasi-futuristic clothes. Bones, Willie Nelson, Bones, 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 Kama Sutra, and Wang. Yeah, so Wang is another one of those anatomy sequence cards. Frickin' Bone, Austin, I am your father. This is Ruth, Half Nelson, Scott Evil, the margarine of evil. Not quite evil enough. Synchronized Swinging, Frickin' Bones, Bones, Balancing Act, Bottoms Up, Joe, and Chastity again. So let's just have a look. So Scott, when he plays, you may draw 1 card. You can have up to 6 cards in your hand. You start with 6 cards, and at the end of your turn, at the end of the round or whatever, you equalize back to 6. So you either draw back up or you discard down to 6. When you play her, you can return a discarded Frickin' Bone to your hand. When played, draw a card. Return a discarded Assassin. Return a discarded Happening. When discarded after losing an assassination, you may return him to your hand. Mustafa was kind of like one of those dudes who would never die. He would always just keep on coming back home. So a lot of agents have simple when you play effects, like draw a card or return a card from the discard pile to your hand, or they let you play. Playing this agent does not cost you an action if you have another active Austin. Okay. So it looks like most of the rares are agents with homing device. I think I accidentally put one of those into commons or uncommon pile. Oh no. Nope, there it is. So some of the swingers cards. Some of the swingers cards, take 1 mini-me from your discard or score pile and play them on the table. Or if you have these vibes, you can play this to the table and discard this card to draw 2 cards at the start of an assassination involving your mini-me. It's an evil card. Let's see. Yeah, so generally most of the effects that you're going to get out of the game are going to be either from your swingers cards. This is a good swinger card, so you need to make a peace sign for that. Or from your happenings, or from your swinger cards. Let's see, make a peace sign. Last player to do the same must discard 1 frickin' bone from their hand. That could be good. Make an evil pinky smoke. Last player to do the same must discard 1 scored mojo or ransom at random. Wow, okay. Let's see. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you very much for sticking around. This was a booster box of the Austin Powers collectible card game. I'm gonna go through and make a couple of decks of this. This actually looks like a good drinking game, or at least a good game to play at the pub. Alright guys, well thank you very much and good night. Bye.